It's the end of a long day. You walk into the kitchen with one thing on your mind. What's for dinner? We've all been there at one point or another. And if that describes most of your days, I hope I can give you some ideas to help you be better prepared. Let's talk meal planning. I'll be sharing how I personally go about planning meals. I'd like to say up front that there are no right or wrong ways to do it. I don't expect you to copy what I do, nor do I want you to. But by sharing my method, hopefully you will be able to take some ideas and build your own process. I focus first on the planning part. As with any other process, it is important for me to think through my why. Why is meal planning important, and what do I hope to accomplish by doing it? If I don't clarify that, I may quickly lose interest, because meal planning is not easy. It takes time and effort. So here are my goals regarding meal planning. To make nourishing home-cooked meals most nights while minimizing prep time. To grocery shop no more than one day a week. To make planning as automatic as possible. I call my approach modular meal planning because I work to make meals fit together. This simplifies not only the menu, but also shopping and prepping. Another benefit is that it reduces spending and food waste. I use an Excel spreadsheet for planning dinner meals. I set up a monthly template with general guidelines. For example, I usually cook on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday nights. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays are usually repurposed or leftover nights, and Sunday's meal is typically lighter and simpler. Often we have brinner, or breakfast, for dinner. I may schedule my cooking days as follows: 1-pan poultry dish for Monday, fish for Wednesday, red meat for Friday. Here is an example of a 1-month plan. On Sunday, I fill in the coming week's menu in detail. I keep in mind what I have on hand, what produce is in season, when I will be going shopping, and our schedule for the week. When cooking, I generally make large batches, enough for leftovers and even to freeze a few portions. Here is an example of a weekly modular plan. You can see that one chicken can provide us with meals for 4 days or more. Through the week, I can be flexible and make changes as things come up. My plan B is to keep a supply of leftovers in the freezer for quick meals when needed. How do I choose what to make? I have a list of favorite meals that are time-tested. I know how to make them without needing to use a recipe. I enjoy the creativity of cooking. Sometimes crafting a meal can be as simple as choosing a lean meat, adding a grain, bean, or starchy vegetable, along with a green vegetable or two, and throwing in some seasoning, herbs, spices, or sauces. At other times, I use a new recipe that I want to try. To streamline meal prep in the evenings, I keep a well-stocked freezer and pantry. I use an app to track a running inventory, so I'll always know what I have and what needs replenished. I like to buy fruit and vegetables in season specifically for the freezer. I also keep an eye on produce in my refrigerator and toss it in the freezer if we can't use it all before it spoils. Beans, lentils, and grains do well in the freezer. I large batch cook those ahead of time so that they are always on hand. I watch for sales on meat and stock up, buying pasture-raised and grass-fed pork, beef, and poultry in bulk direct from my local farmer. As a side note, I have found that a little meat can go a long way. I make meat an accent to a meal and not the main course by adding lots of veggies and plant-based protein like beans, legumes, and whole grains. 1 pound of meat can easily make 8 servings or more when used in this way. And using less allows me to budget for higher quality meats. I strive to make evening meal prep more of an assembly rather than starting from scratch. When most of the ingredients are pre-cut, pre-chopped, and pre-cooked, making dinner is much less of a task and takes much less time. This makes it easier to follow the menu plan. One final note. At this season of life, I am cooking for just my husband and me. When our kids were home and I was cooking for a larger family, my planning process looked a little different. I incorporated more convenience foods and ready-made foods. We also scheduled more restaurant meals, either take home or dine in. The important thing is to find ways to incorporate meal planning into your lifestyle. Experiment and make adjustments. Include your family in the process. Before long, it will become routine. And the next time someone asks, "What's for dinner?" you'll have an answer. I'm Coach Kim with NuStart. Thanks for watching.